270, 90, -4. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Bryant, what's up, Super? Yeah, your camera settings are fine. I don't know why it's bugged. Anyways. Camera settings is a replay bug. His camera settings are normal. So, now, we play. Okay, it's good of you to wait until you can get a good challenge. You probably should just, I mean, once you're backwards on the wall, you don't need to keep going for it while you're backwards. You can just drive down the wall and go back behind your team. Okay. I mean, I don't hate it. You're clearly just going to block him here. You're not trying to shoot or anything. But this is just a really odd way to go for a 50 in general. Like, just if your whole goal is to block him, just try to take the 50 solid. Because if he had any awareness at all, he would have 50'd you much better. And then you probably would have lost the 50 because of how you went for it. I mean, if this is ranked threes, you probably shouldn't wait for a pass on the wall from your teammate, but you know, you should just grab the boost, keep going back. Because what happens now? Your teammates just dunked. And then you're not back. And then you get bumped a little bit, and this was almost a goal. But regardless. I wouldn't be so close. You got to give your teammates space on the ball, right? Even if you think they suck, you still have to give them the opportunity to not suck. So you should just wait here. When you boost forward and try to get in on his play, you're just double committing for no reason. You almost got lucky anyway, but regardless, it's just a bad play overall. Oh, your camera settings look normal now. I don't know what happened. Okay. Gotta be more aware. This is just an awareness issue. You only see one blue player. That means two other blue players are behind you, right? There's about a 90% chance one of them is going to try to demo you at some point. So just like move your camera to the right. Maybe use reverse cam a little bit more. Maybe if you're like a more audio focused player, just listen for them. You know, anything like that. Just so you have more awareness of when you could be getting demoed. I personally like to move my camera around a ton, so yeah, I also play with a lot of music playing, sometimes blasting, so I kind of have to move my camera around to have awareness. Okay, I mean, you kind of cut your teammate here. You should be third man. You should just go behind him and Cosmic Flippy here should go second man, but he doesn't go second man. He ends up waiting third behind you, but regardless, you can't be diving for this ball. Because now you're just beat. I mean, you're still Profits is still on this ball, so there's no point for you to be in the air at all. You should just wait and be second man behind him, wait for his challenge, and then challenge immediately off his challenge. Let's say you're right here, right, and you wait for his challenge, and instead of jumping, you just drive up, maybe boost a little, and you're like right here, right, and then he challenges, and this guy fakes him and pops him, and then at this point, you're on the ball immediately. And you can maybe just shoot instantly. Or at least take a 50. Now your teammate's also just, wow. I mean, you missing left your teammate in like the worst position imaginable. He's just getting bumped, and they should have scored. I don't know how they didn't score. It was an insane save. Okay, it's a good 50. You need to pad. Alright. Big mistake when padding. You grab your first pad, and you use all the boost instantly to go nowhere. Your teammate's still on this ball, so just grab the pad and hold it. You don't need to use this boost at all. In fact, you shouldn't even be going for this ball. You should be going to grab more pads. Anywhere on the field where there's pads or more boost, you need to go get that boost while your teammate has control of this ball. Okay, now you're doing that. You go for the corner. See, now going for the corner puts you a little bit out of the play when instead you could have just grabbed the pads around midfield there and turned and been much more midfield with maybe 70 boost. You should be aware that flipping forward like this, especially in ranked threes, is most of the time just bad because it's like you're committing to be forward here. One, you're third man. You see both your teammates in front of you, and you're also just committing to go for this ball. Yes, Profits goes behind you, but he's not going to be behind you for a little bit yet. What if he just like gets the craziest touch off the backboard? What if he psychos it somehow and it's just in your net? The guy behind you, the blue team guy behind you, will just redirect it in. As third man, you have to just always be ready for everything. And Profits is now behind you, so you can be here now. But like it wasn't a bad play. I'm just saying overall, flipping forward might not be the best decision. You could instead just maybe try to demo gains here, or you could like just jump and wave dash forward. Or even just drive forward, as long as you're not using your boost. You could also just drive forward. But flipping, specifically, is like a full commit play, you know? Okay. Try to get the 50. Not the worst idea. Okay. There's no reason for you to be this close. This decent guy has the ball. He has possession. You should have just waited back post. Because what if he just musty flicks over your, or breezy or whatever, top corner over your head? There's nothing you can do about that. You have to be covering that because you're last. Which is what he tried to do. If he was like the best player in the game, that's going top corner in your net. Also, you're diving when your teammate's diving again. So let's just say instead of boosting forward here, okay. Oh, what am I on? Soft attach? I want fly cam, please. Okay. Let's just say instead of boosting forward here, you just go and sit here and watch the play develop, right? And at this point, Cosmic Flippy flips behind you, and you're maybe up to here now, and Profits dives for the ball, and then boom, you just double jump aerial and clear this. Freest clear of your life. I feel like this was my ball because I have a clear. He's just hitting it out again. It's ranked threes with no comms. Well, yeah, it's ranked threes with no comms, right? But also, he's quite literally just on the ball. This whole time he's shadowing the ball, and he's in front of you, which means he is the first man, whether you think that's a good thing or not. You know, so he's gonna try and force for you who's behind him as the first man, no matter what you do. So you have to play off that, whether his touch or challenge is good or not. You have to play off that, right? You didn't necessarily have to jump for this. I mean, it's whatever you're most comfortable with, but what you could do is just let the ball come to you and then catch it on the wall, or even catch it and go down to the ground and then start from there. I would have preferred a much more controlled touch here, but a touch up to Cosmic Flippy isn't bad either. It's just kind of rushing the play a little bit. You also didn't need to jump for that. You're never gonna read him here or hit this. You can't reach the ball on the backboard to get a shot, and you're never gonna read Bungo. He's just gonna hit it around you. So you might as well just go back and grab pads and wait behind your teammate. Profits behind you. Because now you're trying to rotate back and you have no boost. So Um, Also, you need to grab boost pads on your way back. There's a lot of different paths you could take, right? But as soon as you see in this position right here, you need to be thinking about how you're going to be getting back, what pads you're going to be taking, if the corner or the mid boost is there, or their corner, which ones are going to be there, because you need to grab something so you have boost. So obviously none of the full boosts on this side are there. So you need to, I personally would grab either these, obviously the first one isn't there, but the second one, and then turn to the left and go down the middle path, or I'd just grab the path straight in front of you. But either one of those paths would be better than grabbing no boost and having exactly one boost in the tank. Okay. Need to be getting it clear there. That just takes practice though. Got to be able to read the backboard in these situations really, really fast and just get it clear out as fast as possible. Because if it goes off your backboard, chances are they score. Okay, trying to 50 isn't bad here, but the way you do it is terrible. You need to be turning a little more to the right and then 50ing him straight on. Because 50ing when you're coming from the side is just going to allow him to win the 50 every single time. Okay, it's a good demo. You grab the boost from your teammate here. Not the best decision. If you left this, yes, Bungo might have taken it, but maybe Cosmic Flippy also needs it. If you think Bungo's going to take it, then it's not bad to take that boost. Okay. Thought your teammate was going to bump him. That's a good play. Your teammate probably should have bumped him. But also, if you just don't want to rely on your teammate bumping him at the same time, what you could do instead of this is just catch the ball on the hoodie or car and just flick it top corner anyway. And that's what ones will help you with. If you play a lot of ones, you'll just be flicking these top corner all day. Then, then if your teammate would get the demo, then it goes in top corner. And if your teammate doesn't get the demo, it still goes in top corner. Okay, it's a good block. You should wait backboard here. Nice. Good jump timing. Good beat. Okay, push up support this. I mean, you don't necessarily have to use all your boost here pushing up. You have full, you make the challenge, you land with 40. You use that. I mean, I would use all of my 40 boost to get this full boost, and then I probably wouldn't use boost after that. I'd just carry my momentum, maybe flip forward once, instead of using 40 more boost to get up the field. But it wasn't terrible. You did need to support your teammate. Your teammate definitely double committed with you here. This isn't your fault. Okay, just go back for boost. Now you're first man, you have to challenge. Okay, try to bump him. I like the play. At this point, there's no reason for you to be up here anymore, though. Just go back to mid boost, grab the mid boost, then turn around and face the play again. Because their corner is not there, you're not bumping them. You're just up here for nothing. Trusting your teammate, little ballsy. Your teammate very clearly is, at best, 50ing him, right? And maybe the 50 just pinches straight into your net. And you're not beating him either, so you have to play farther back. So, like, at this point, you see the touch goes middle to not to your teammate, right? Clearly to one of the opponents. You should, at this point, just turn, like, slow down, turn sideways to the left, and just wait there. I gotta see this again. Okay, so once you're up too far, you try to make the backward read. I mean, you can't even go for this, like, at this point, right? Because he's just beating you. If he hits this, he hits this, right? But, I mean, it's a hard play in general. But, like, instead of jumping, what you could do is just hope he doesn't hit this double tap and just go backward instead. And, like, I mean, I guess you do end up there anyway. So you just need to be making this read. At this point, once the mistake is over, you need to be making that read. Bad challenge, but I mean, you do also force your teammate, so it's not the worst. You should probably get a 50 on here though. Okay, wait back post. Your teammate controls, you stay out of his way. Okay, just aerial for this. You don't need to go backward. Just read the bounce off the backboard and aerial for it. Puts you in a really awkward position. Flipping forward here is also a mistake. Your teammate just passes the ball out to them. I mean, it's a clear, so. Flipping forward, not a good idea. But they give the ball back to you anyway, so it's okay. Just control it. You don't need to flip this forward at all. Just control it up the wall farther. Catch it eventually. Any touch that controls better will almost always be better. Okay, now we're trying to make a play happen. 0 seconds. Not a bad play, but at this point, the mistakes and the missed opportunities have already happened. Grasping for straws at this point, you know. But you do keep it up well, I will say. It's a good try for sure. Unlucky. I mean, yeah, I'd say overall, a little bit better boost management, a little bit better decision making and positioning. You win this one, right? Or at least you go to OT because the goal was your fault. So if you play better, like especially when they scored, then they just don't score and it goes 0-0 to OT. But yeah.